The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs who lived with their parents. When they were old enough, they left home to build their own houses. The first little pig, coming across a bale of straw, decided to use this to build his house. The house was flimsy and weak, but the little pig was pleased with it. The second little pig, finding some branches, built his house out of wood. It was a bit unsteady, but the little pig was pleased with it. The third little pig, by far the most patient and determined of the 3, took the time to build his house out of bricks. It was a long and tiring process, but his house turned out strong and solid. Picking up the pig's scent, the big black wolf raced over, his mouth watering at the prospect of a marvelous feast. Seeing him coming, the 3 little pigs shut themselves up in their houses. The wolf went straight to the house made of straw, growling, "Poor little piggy, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down." Which is exactly what he did. When the straw house collapsed, the first little pig fled and took refuge in his brother's house. So the wolf went over to the house made of branches, growling, "Poor little piggies, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down." Which is exactly what he did. When the wooden house collapsed, the 2 little pigs fled and took refuge in the third brother's house. So the wolf went over to the final house and growled, "Poor little piggies, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down." Which is exactly what he tried to do, except the brick house wouldn't budge. The wolf blew harder and harder, but nothing happened. He had no choice but to try to get in through the chimney. So he climbed up onto the roof and slid down the chimney. But he fell bottom first into a big pot of soup that was simmering on the fire. Howling in pain, the wolf shot back up the chimney as fast as his legs could carry him, abandoning once and for all his plan to catch a little pig. The end.